Hey guys, good afternoon. As promised, here I am streaming again. And, there's Pillars of Eternity. Let's do it. Boop. Let's continue. We were in the Endless Paths, and the Endless Paths kicked our ass. So we're leaving. Fuck them. Big old fuck them. There was a puzzle we couldn't solve down here. We couldn't figure out how to get past these dudes.
Hey.
I'm super hurt, out of rests. This guy won't let us pass. He said, nope, while they still live, can't get in here. And I'm pretty sure I killed everybody. This is a way to get past here that I missed. And I feel that there might be. Oh. He may kill us if I try to cross this bridge. We'll see. Let's find out. That's for real. I mean, we could kill him, right? But I'd rather complete the mission. No, I mean, I'm saying. Whoa. That's not quite where I want it to be. Act 2, 1 month. I think this is what I want. Quick loads don't work on hard saves for whatever reason.
Of course.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Getting the fuck out of here. Hype. Good news is we can go right back down there, whenever we want. Thank you, shortcuts.
A few repairs, and this keep will be a sight to see.
Okay, we completed a thing. Bright Hollow Hearth construction complete. That means my bed is now comfy. Hooray. Let's get to work on something else. Security's always good. If I got one of these, I wouldn't have to worry about it for a while. Barracks would do fine. Random creature part. What the fuck is that? Parts of exotic creatures. Too curious. I'm curious about the curio shop. Let's get it. Let's get that shit right now. Okay, so we fixed our hearth. What exactly does that mean? Does that mean our bedroom? I don't even know where that is. Well, it sure as hell is in this place. Wish the music would continue through loading screens, but that's alright. I have questions. Questions about Consul Hunt and the Torn Bannerman. This is DLC stuff. Who is Consulhout? A famed
A
archmage.
famed
Oh, thanks.
archmage. I am given to
Appreciate it.
understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Tell me about the Mercs.
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat.
Tell me about the keep. Yeah. It's fine. We're doing good.
How do you do?
Yeah, give me these, please. Thanks. How many wands do I need? Jesus Christ. Guess just get rid of regular shit, because I don't need it. Look at all this garbage. Can I type in a number?
Safe travels.
Hey.
It's no use. I need something stronger. Work and rock.
Hey. Hey.
Greetings. Ready, Watcher. Sure. Slow and silent. I've got this. It's done. What's this, Itamak? Slow and silent.
Hail and well met.
Hail, traveler.
Hey.
What?
Thank you. Not sure how that happened. Thank you, cool cowboy. How are you, is what I intended to say. Welcome.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Just fine. Very good. Yeah, we just got started. Let's see. Tell me more about you, Durance. Tell me about Ashfall. Staff of yours seems like your holy symbol.
In a way, this is more of what's left behind when flame strikes. If Ashfall is a cathedral propped up and fenced with such sticks, then this stick, well, this is what props me up as I walk the cathedral of my road, to other Ashfalls waiting to be made, perhaps.
Perhaps.
The wood is taken from the War of Black Trees. Sturdy. It served me well on my travels. Been a boon companion.
Tell me of the War of Black Trees. Well now, he scratches a pox scar on his cheek, although his other hand remains tight on the staff. It was many tens of years ago, fire swept through the woods, a fiery harvest, a sign from Magrin. Her fingers lay upon the scape there, like nail marks across a Batman's back. Durance's hand falls from his cheek and joins his other hand tight on the staff. The forest has never regrown. No seed was laid beyond her sanctifying the ground. The blackened trees still remain, like black hands reaching from the ground. He chuckles. It's more romantic than I make it, Watcher. It still bears a woman's touch, after all. What are the etchings on the staff?
Tales. Reminders.
This is my first playthrough. Yep.
Something to think upon. Devotions I can wrap my mind around.
It's been a long time since I
when
played a game like
chanting
this.
words becomes tiresome.
I guess Fallout 1
Chants
and 2 would be
lose
the
their
last two.
strength, but carving symbols into the wood with one's finger, blessed by fire.
Durrance takes his finger, and you watch it trace one of the paths along the wood, and the symbol glows slightly. Red embers from a fire. As he draws his hand away, it still glows, and he stares at it, letting it reflect in his eyes.
I find symbols are a greater source of devotion than words, texts. If there were many texts to be had. Texts remind me of a deer, the perfume of aristocracy.
He hates reading, is what he's saying. If only he tired of the spoken word so quickly. Durrance does not appear to notice.
The War of Black Trees and this staff I carry are the only hymns and devotions I need. And it's a symbol, one that the faithful and faithless alike understand.
Tell me what the symbols mean. Are you a servant of Whale? Let mysteries and questions remain with him, at least until the next time we need rest. Okay, he's telling me to shut up again. Cool. You love this game, and the second one's even better? Nice.
Hey.
If anything, I like that the second one has full voice acting. Thanks, guys. I've done a lot of reading out loud for these streams, but I do like this game quite a bit. And I'll probably play 2 eventually, once we're done here, but probably not right away. Not right after. Especially
Hail
because...
and well met.
Oh, it's you. I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill. That's me. My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. Belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you well in battle. Awesome. Thanks. You're quite welcome. You've gained an item. St. Garam's Spark added to inventory. Now I'll be off. Bye. Okay, that's cool. Unique pistol, 2-handed. Ooh, they're worth a lot. It's very slow. That's fine. Good pierce damage, good accuracy, granted to an ally attacking the same target. Shock damage. Ooh. Crit. St. Garam was a priest of Hylea, known for his mastery of the art of wordplay. It was said that he could shape the mood of a crowd with a single word, and find with cruel precision the most shocking turn of phrase with which to dismantle an opponent. One more whimsical daughter of the Deerwood had this pistol crafted in his honor, and for the gun too, she said, can put an end to any debate. Groovy. But it's not as cool a name as Forgiveness, so what can I do? That's the coolest name for a gun ever. Makes a huge difference, yeah. Especially for a guy like me. Alright, I should sell some of this shit. Don't need all these grimoires. Can I just read these things and, like, then they're mine now? Sure. If you erase it from... No. Why would I want to erase it? Yeah, run the spell. Sure, man. Chill Fog? Sure. Learn all the things.
Hi?
Now I would have to edit his grimoire, right? To include these spells? Yeah. That doesn't mean I can't work in the other grimoires. Which ones am I not using at all? I'm not using that. Combat only. Grimoire cooldown active. Surrounds the caster with a shield of spirit energy. Thrust of Tattered Veils. A quick strike of crushing force, dealing little damage but having a high chance to disrupt enemy spellcasters. Chill Fog calls a blindingly white icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness and freeze over time to any in the area. That would be good in instances where I have them bottled up. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Mystical shield around the caster, and Arcane Dampener, nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point, suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies, alters the perception of time for enemies in the area, lowering their... I do like anything that's enemy specific. That's good for me. Let's go with that. I don't know why I'm doing all this now, but there's so many mechanics I always forget about. Upon anyone. Distracts enemies, don't care that much. That's pretty basic shit. Consul House Parasitic Staff. How about that? Creates a glowing quarterstaff of pure energy for the wizard to wield, granting a bonus chance to hit, giving the wizard endurance with each successful strike. I love it. I'm going to fix that right now. Boo, boo, boo. There's a million fucking spells in this game. Alright, I'm gonna put this fucking dog away, although I love the dog. I'm probably never using these traps. Should seriously think about using these clubs. That's right, I forgot about his good friend. The names of these weapons are fucking ridiculous. That's right, it's two guys, and one of them was a good friend. Cute. Fucking adorable. Traps are a bit tedious to use. Better sell them? Okay. I feel like that's been the case in every single game I've ever played that had traps. Like, with the exception of, like, Transistor, I can't think of a game that I actually used traps with. Don't use potions really either. Why do I keep any of this shit? Gun I don't need. I like her with persistence. I love this gun. It just got a cool name. Everything about guns are cool in this game. Just a bit of inventory management, that's all. Wish I could stack those up. Would be nice, man. Alright, almost done, almost done. Okay.
Hey.
Feels good. Is there any reason for me to go in here? I don't think so. Okay. anything left here? Records of the Saints War and Archive in the Ducal Palace. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's do that. I believe they wouldn't let us in because of our... This is what we had to do. It's been in the back of my mind forever. There was something that had to do with our reputation. And I
You
couldn't
must
remember
gather
what it
your
was.
party before venturing forth.
But I'm pretty sure we just have to go into Ducal. Be all set. Say, you're well known for giving a boy a knife and other things. Thank you for helping our people. Via the blade.
In the purges. I think about him a lot.
It's a shame you and your family suffered, even after the Saints' War ended. You dear Woodens certainly have a knack for holding on to old grudges.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
You guys are ridiculous. We leveled up for some fucking reason. Okay, we'll take it. Let's see, I fucking love the skeletons. But I have enough. Enigma's Charm. Can't be used at the start of combat? Weird. Requires at least 5 seconds in combat. That might be fun. I'm sure it'll be resisted a lot. Might Constitution. Let's see. Nuanced faith in the gods has allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy, similar to Priest Holy Radiance. That's not bad. Can always use more of that. Frightened for 11 seconds. Okay. Foe. Burn damage. Whoa. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. Durance is quite something. He is, if you'll pardon the expression, tough to swallow.
Of course.
He's got a lot going on. Nope, we're good. I knew I came in here before.
Hail and well met.
Are you still having visions of the falls? I know where they are now. In the cave, something within. Some small bright ember of faith guarded by a terrible danger. I know what that's about. We're going to do that soon. Hey Warren. Thank you for coming, Star Platinum. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwin, Earl Badenmar's military advisor. He will serve as a witness for this proceeding. He gestures at the man next to him. Proceeding, eh? Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you, I admit. You've created a bit of a stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Caed Nua. Most are still not sure what to think about you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Caed... Ah, that's right. Caed Nua is in question. Earl Badenmar has issued a ruling on the matter. I trust the Earl to make a fair judgment. Caed Nua was abandoned for over a century, and I've claimed the land through strength of arms. My claim is legitimate. Fuck yeah. Caed Nua is mine. Any challenge my claim will face my wrath. I see! I love it. All will be made clear once Lord Gathman arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? Yeah, what about Road Warden? The one who rules Caed Nua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. Marshal nods and smiles. What do you know of Gathman? Well, I met him once. It was an ample time to determine the character of Lord Adler, Gathman, or lack thereof. Oh boy. He is descended from an old Aediran line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rainig, Gathman was the Earl of Yenwood during the war, that is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. Yenwood? When the Deerwood was a mere colony of Aedir, it was divided into 9 earldoms. When the Aedirians were defeated and ultimately driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed and borders were adjusted. The Yenwood was one such earldom. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as New Heomar, Kieran's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and of course, Caed Nua. Other questions? Tell me about the Earl. Earl Bademore comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance, some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Bademars govern the northern earldom known as the Grasp. As to the current Bademar, he is a fine man, as I know. It is an honor to serve him. That's all I need to know. Tell me about the Grasp. Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms. I know that. Other questions? Do you know which way Earl Bademar has ruled? I'm sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. No more questions. Your timing is impeccable. Oh, of course. Here comes Gathman. My fox bounded into the scene just as he came in. I like the green. Green looks good. An opulently dressed man strides towards the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. I think we're in love. An elven woman with cropped hair dressed in dark glinting mail shadows his steps before taking position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Lord Gathman, let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Caed Nua belongs to me by right now. And where is this pretender? She who murdered the Raedricks, my own sister and her husband, and steals my land? Where is this low-born wretch? Hey, I did kill the shit out of them, let's be real. Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This woman here, this is the lady of Caed Nua? I thought she was just another servant, perhaps a valet or a scullery maid. Hey, fuck off. I am sad I don't have aristocrat. All I have is merchant. Everyone who owns their keep, raise a hand. Go on, don't be shy. That's a great one. Yeah, that one, because that's funny. The game is really, the lore is really interesting and well thought out. I totally agree, yeah. I would like a more manageable codex, the way Dragon Age had, because it had a very nice sectioned codex that had things kind of in a nice order that that kind of put a narrative together in a lot of these ways. But perhaps I got to dig deeper into it. Yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot more than I'll ever figure out. There's names of places and people that I've read a million times, and I still don't really grasp it too much. Doing my best though. Imbecile, I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Caed Nua when our business is finished. Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathman claim on Caed Nua, Earl Bademar finds the Gathman claim was never relinquished. By law, Caed Nua is the rightful property of the Gathman family. I knew it, he smirks at you triumphantly. I'm not finished reading, my lord. Gathman rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Star Platinum's part in reclaiming Caed Nua, a site that has stood abandoned and even, some would say, cursed for over a century. Before Caed Nua is returned to the Gathman family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathman will provide compensation in the form of... Absolutely not. He folds his arms, a defiant scowl on his face. My lord, he raises eyebrows. The amount is quite reasonable and a requirement for your land to be returned to you. If you'll allow me to finish, I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant for my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives? Lackey, he thinks he can send a message with this insult? I have a message you can send that son of a whore. Gathman raises an open hand as the Chancellor shrinks from him. Arms raised in defense. I'm going to grab his arm. Keep your hands off me, you peasant. He makes his arm free of your hand and steps back. The elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt, her eyes widen in anticipation. Cool. My lord, my lady, please. There's no need for further violence. Let's get all our pistols out. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have that for abilities and stuff in this game. Makes sense for them to do it for that as well. Good times. Yeah, there's definitely a need for violence. Lord Gathman holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine. Count on it. Come. Captain Emery, we're leaving. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. She's cool. Hi, Sleepiest. How are you? You ruthlessly murdered this guy and his entire squad of like 50 dudes. That sounds like fun. Cool. I don't think I'm going to play it that way, though. Largest scale fight of the game. Sounds like fun. Well, I can't say that Gathman's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of his own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. I've dealt with worse. He seems a little upset, didn't he? Yeah. I've heard he's always been vicious, even as a boy, and he can hold a grudge for a very long time. In any case, Caed Nua now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathman has rejected the Earl's decree. Oh, great. Hands you a deep blue scepter, which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Awesome. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Caed Nua. By right, it's yours now. We got the Gerd Haywain Stinnies, whatever that is. No, I don't want to make friends with this fucking guy. That's a little much. I do have a shitload of money, though. Tell Gathman if I catch him or any of his people on my land, he'll be executed. Please extend an invitation to Lord Gathman to feast with me within the halls of Caed Nua. There's no need for us to be enemies. You know what? I'm going to give them money. I'm curious to know what happens if I give them money. Here's the money. It's a generous offer. I'll make sure it reaches him. Cool. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, milady. He bows. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Star Platinum. Okay, Marshall, you did fucking nothing for anybody. Bye. Well, we settled that business.
Hey.
Hey, man. I'm official. Doesn't I look official? Okay, well, I took Eater here, but we didn't find the person we needed to talk to. Maybe we needed to restart that conversation with Warren. I love how we talk to our pets. We have the Celestial Pig, by the way. No idea how I got him. He was just there. He just showed up. Yeah, I think we just got to restart this combo.
Good day, stranger.
I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. Clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such info. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there's still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward anyone. Red Saren. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many come here to settle as refugees. For the first time, he turns his full attention toward you, and his eyes flicker in recognition. Of course, that policy is for the general public. Exceptions can be made for those who have already proven their worth. Awesome. Zeb, how are you, pal? How's your day, dude? I know, but hey, we got behind on the private records. Pig is a tribute to Boo the hamster. Oh, really? That's a pretty loose connection, but okay, I do know Boo. Go for the eyes, Boo. Yep. My dad actually played that game. I didn't play that game. He was good at it. I guess I watched my dad LP it when I was a young lad. Alright, give me your shit. He looks up at the shelf and withdraws a thick volume, shifting a layer of dust aside with his hand. The rosters are in the front, the inventories of the dead and back. Passes it to Eater's outstretched hands. He leafs through the book for some time anxiously, running his thick farmhand's fingers over page after page of names. At last his hand stops, his fingers just below one name.
Woden Talej, died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relock. Blazing Glanfather names, I swear.
More internet issues? I'm sorry, man. That's the worst shit. That kind of crap drives me crazy. Because I can't call anybody. Because I call and they're like, yeah, we just decided you're not going to have internet for a while. So, wait. Shut up. Like, okay, sorry, Comcast.
I'll be the effigy. He fought for Raid Saris. Why did he fight for Raid Saris?
His jaw gaped before suddenly looking up at you. I don't know. Sure he had a good reason. I don't know. Neither do I. But he had to have a good reason. That's just who he was.
We gotta go there. That battlefield. Clea, the one I said.
Yeah, I have Xfinity.
I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw.
And the
Who
blast
knows, maybe
internet.
his spirit
whatever
will
that
even
means.
be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. I mean, worth trying, right?
Sure, I'd say so. I'll help you any way I can, because I love you and you're cool.
I appreciate that. Wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
Cool. Seek out the Saints War battlefield with Eden.
Hey.
Awesome. Nothing. Thanks. Nothing new to report. How long is this going to take? 16 hours. Great. Okay, I think that's all we have to do here. I think we're free to move on. Shitty wiring. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just leave. Let's get the fuck out. Okay, let's go to Searing Falls. I think this is our final battle right here. Oh geez, word. Well, as long as you get the fiber optics, right? And you have that dank internet. You'll be memeing at a rate heretofore unknown by man. I feel good about how much we explored here before. It's been a long ass time. I think we got Durance here. Windows audio service turns off? What the fuck, Windows? That does sound like the most Windows thing ever, though. So, bunch of garbage. That's right, I forgot about these modals. You can have one too. Actually, I think anyone can have one. Maybe it's just the priest, I'm not sure, but... Cool.
Hey.
It sure as hell does, man. I can never get it to work right. I think when I first started streaming, it took me a solid day and a half just to work with Windows. I can't even use my audio card for audio. I have to use my Bluetooth. It won't let me do Searing Falls. Why not? Do I have to go to here first? I guess so, but I mean, there's a path right there. Why won't it just let me go? Fuck you. Alright, guess we'll go to Stormwall. New area. Have not been here before, so I assume there's going to be a shitload of trolls to kick my ass. Best of times. It's a pretty big zone. There's an enemy right there. Feral Druid. Whoa! Okay, okay. Lots going on with that. fucking us up. Eater, what do you got?
Hey.
No.
Okay, he's down.
Hey. Hey.
Is this another one? Jesus Christ, guys.
Shadow.
He's stunned like a loser. A lot of them are stunned. Love that thing. These aren't vessels, are they? They should be humans. Do your thing. Thank you. That's once per encounter? I had no idea. Holy shit. Fucking skeletons.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Oh, damn.
Were they raw?
Leave it to me. Not get.
Took some hurt there. Took some big time hurt in that fight. It's a battery bank type, needs to replace the battery. Ah, be right back. Cool. Whoa, look at the finery you got. We're gonna see more of that more often. Just enemies having fine shit.
Of course.
Okay. We killed a lion, I guess. Or maybe
course.
they did. Lions are pretty big time. What do you have equipped right now? Did you do the thing again that I hate? Bet you did. Oops. Ugh. That annoys me to no end. More lion. Trey, how you doing? Don't let him know. Trey's here to lurk. Well, if you're trying to be incognitus, it's not working.
All right then.
But hello. Hope you're well, man. Hope the streams remain ever dank. That's lucky.
You're not getting through me.
Stay down, lion. Good game.
All right then.
A lioness. A couple lionesses. Kill the lion. Good job. Kill the other lion. Nice.
Hey.
This area started out kind of bad, and then we have turned it around so
Alright,
far.
then.
Let's do a zigzag. Shouldn't see too much on the road, but you never know. That's interesting. Let's just go ahead and explore this right now. Oh, hi. It's some Puugras. It's a bunch of them. Kind of wish they hadn't separated.
Hey.
Oh, you can do your new thing, can't you? Good damage.
Leave it.
Good work, team. Ooh, she took some serious hurts.
What?
Hey.
We may have to rest sooner than I was hoping, but that's okay. Leia Raymond. Can I go in here at all? We got awakened wood. Is that like morning wood? Tee. Hey, deer face.
Hey.
What's happening here? The bright sun casts its light on a pattern in the ground. You kneel to get a better look. The stone here has been carved for a few simple shapes. A small circular indentation marks the center, and a much larger circle surrounds it. You see what appears to be a writing above the two circles. Look at this circular indentation. The indentation is shallow and smooth. It looks like it was intended to hold something specific. Look at the outer circle. Several shapes have been carved along the outer ring, though most have been worn away. You can make out a crescent above the center. It looks like whatever I do may have to wait a day, because even the writing. The curving, twisting runes are strangely familiar to you. You recognize them as ancient Ingwithan. They read, "All things end, only to continue anew. Enter now at dusk, that we may all experience a new dawn." Okay, so we need to come here at dusk, just as the sun is setting. Wait a while. Okay. Wait a while. So you wait for a few hours, watching as the stars wink and glow overhead. Wait for a few hours, marking the sun's journey across the sky. Okay. Kind of a waste of time, but that's fine. We need to get whatever jewel fits in that socket. Alright, time to build a wall. Hashtag build the wall. It'll take a while, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Long run, I think. Hold on. Okay. I'm fine with this path. Let's keep going. Gotta color in the map, you know. Just like we were taught. Certainly bound to be an encounter down here. Oh, that rested us. Okay. Oh, alright. That was a free rest. Oh, holy shit. That's not great. Sure wasted a lot of time there. Oh, it's flooded. Huh. Or if that has to do with the rain. I don't think so. Hi, Hiravius. You got a portrait. I know what that means. Chewing on a piece of uncooked meat, a small Orlan dressed in tattered leathers offers a mumbled greeting and waves his hand. Despite his pleasant smile, the upper right portion of his face is in a sorry state. An eye patch switched with a stylized eyeball wraps around his head, and his ear is a mangled remnant that twitches and spasms while the other ear perks up at your approach. Next to him is the splayed carcass of a deer that appears to have been ripped open by a bear or wolf. You hear a gurgling rumble next to you. Sagani places her hand on her stomach. Her eyes are on the carcass, still fresh. Inumak's pink tongue lolls out of its mouth.
If this is your deer, you need a new game warden. Name's Hiravius. Hungry? I can't eat all this. First catch of the day. Help yourself.
You're back, and so is Trey. Trey's back? You speak for Trey? Do you speak for the Trey? Okay. Who killed the deer?
One ornery Stelgar. Though looking at the deer's insides, it had a malformed but delicious heart, and would have been dead within the year regardless.
Yummy.
Gallowayne chose a fitting end for this fine animal. Pardon me. I shouldn't pray with my mouth full.
What brings you
Other
here?
than the delicious venison, new trees to document, new animals to sketch, new sights to be seen. I've learned as much as I can from the druids of my circle. I'd rather wander and learn than take root and stagnate.
Okay.
So if you're traveling to Deerwood and need another set of hands, I'd welcome the safety of a group.
Okay, you're just gonna join up? That was quick. I gotcha. Cool. Cool. Yeah, hope it all works out. I was never too much of a techie. I bought a very long Ethernet cable. I did that one time. That's pretty much all I did. What can you offer in return, pal?
I'm trained by the celebrants of Hawk and Ivy of the Fisher Crane tribe.
I don't know what that means.
I know more than my share of nature magic, and, well, I don't shy away from a good fight.
Oh, you know magic.
I have business with the druids that live near Twin Elms. So long as we find ourselves there eventually, I'm happy to follow along.
You're welcome to join,
Splendid.
pal.
It'll be an honor to run with a pack for a change.
Okay. You are a druid. I'm not really inclined to give up any of my folks right now. If anybody, it's going to be you. Do I know what cat it was? Oh, Jesus. No, I don't know. I have no idea. It was good. It was a good cat, I think. It was a good kitty. I would like to test his shit out, so let's get him in. You love the druid? I would like to give him a try. He kind of just popped into the squad out of nowhere. That seems to be how most of our party members show up. We sort of just walk into a forest and it's like, hey, friends? Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh, no! Ew! Oh, you do only have one ear. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Well, I take it you need lore, right? Why do you have no points? That's weird. Huh. Oh, you're on the first level. That's why. Okay. I gotta explore every forest now. Damn it. Fights get hard fast. That's true. Yeah. Having the full party really, really helped a lot. That's a good point. And, you know, having lots of options as far as your party goes is always a good thing. I don't even know what I want for this guy. Wild Strike Burn. The druid's knowledge of the forces of nature allows him or her to automatically inflict additional burn damage when spirit shifted. Oh, okay. So you're going to be able to turn into an animal. And I can include any kind of these damage types. I like Corrode. Borderlands taught me to like Corrode, so let's go with Corrode. Okay. Turn it up to the next level. We get Autumn's Decay, creates a cone of putrefaction, causing immediate corrosive damage. Blizzard, that's fun. Freezes upon anyone in the area. Inflicting burn damage to anyone in the area. Gathers a few stray soul fragments, coalescing into lesser flame, wind, rain. Okay, that's a summon, basically. An even stronger pet I do want. My current pets do nothing. Only the wolf does anything. The fox, rather. Powerful sword with a blade of pure fire in the caster's hands that inflicts burn damage. Switching to another weapon ends the spell. Old beast forces a shrieking cry from the caster's throat, paralyzing all but the most fearsome of animals. Taste of the Hunt. Caster's melee weapon becomes an ideal instrument for hunting, adding continuous raw damage to its attack and restoring endurance. Cool. More lore and a bit of survival. That's what's up. Greater Wild Strike Corrode. Oh, I can get the double on that. Sure. Do it up. Now we get Beetle Shell. Encases the target protective shell, absorbing a fixed amount of damage before shattering. Infestation of maggots. Lovely. Enemies in the area of effect have their skin infested by hordes of burrowing maggots, inflicting raw damage over time. The more wounded the target, the greater the damage. The target at max endurance takes no damage from the spell. That's pretty goddamn good. Nature's Bomb draws on the healing power of nature, creating a rapid regeneration effect. Oh, nice. Purifies the target of any toxic presence. Cool. Returning Storm brings a powerful storm into being, striking a random single enemy in the area of effect periodically with bolts of lightning that stun and deal shock damage. Yeah! Spreading Plague infects the target with virulent and debilitating disease, hobbling and weakening them. Nice. Conjures an enormous staghorn to attack the target, causing piercing damage. Nice. Twin Stone sends 2 deadly boulders flying from the druid's position, dealing crush damage to anyone in their path, exploding. Are there any passives? There's a handful of passives. Those are mainly in the skills, which we'll see again here in a sec. All the lore, all the time. So these are all passives for the most part. So I can choose to main a specific kind of weapon for any one of my people, or give them a modal, some kind, which is a passive. Give them bonuses against specific types of enemies, vessels. Yep. Some good options. Yep, this one's passive. All kinds of defenses, deflections. I haven't really looked at it myself because I like new and fancy abilities. That's what I'm about. These are so good. I love these things. The 1 per encounter is key. I'm going to go with a 2nd level spell, though. Okay. Now we get Boiling Spray. Everyone in the cone of effect takes burn damage. Nice. Summons a jagged rock to stab upward from the ground, dealing pierce damage to targets and knocking them prone. Conjure Blight gathers a moderate amount of stray soul fragments. Nice. Hailstorm calls down a savage storm of sleet. Nice. Causes crush and freeze damage to any in the area. Channels lunar energy into localized source of power, regenerating the endurance of allies. Conjures a rolling wave of water that plows through everything in its path. Spouts thick, thorny vines from the ground, causing pierce damage. Form of Delumgan. Allies gain a protective layer of wooden skin and are imbued with the characteristics of Delumgan, becoming faster, less vulnerable to disengagement attacks, and immune to the stuck affliction. Beautiful. We're still leveling up here. Let's see. Missiles are fun. Yeah, those are all fine. It's always good to have someone who can drop a heal every once in a while. That's what Kana's good for. I'm just gonna go with the charm, just so someone has it. Alright. Your health sucks, so you obviously will also be a ranged attacker. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a wand. Okay. Binds with Wizard, Priest, and Druid. Does that mean it's like permanent? It's fucking cool. Well, I should get that to you naturally, right? Cool. Just to compare. All the good things. Bind Soul. Hold on. We gotta look into that. Bind Soul. Are you sure you want to soul bind this to Aloth? Once bound, this item cannot be equipped by any other character. Huh. Well, I'm not gonna have her use it. I saved, so whatever. Deal 200 raw damage to enemies with it to unlock the next level. Oh. Oh. It's 20% raw damage. Fuck it, let's move forward with that. Fuck it, man. Okay, I guess we'll just leave, although I think that this area being filled with water has something to do with the rain. I can't imagine it flooding the whole place, but yeah. Sounds. This place has a, this game has a very nice sound mix. I like the ambient tunes. It's very relaxing. Dishonored 2 this morning had some good lightning storms for us. Very relaxing. Okay, I still can't go to the Searing Falls. I have no idea why. Do I just have to leave the plains via a different way? That's probably it. Yeah, if I just leave the road this way, we'll be fine. Then we can do it. It's a little silly it works that way, but that's fine. There we go. Alright. There awaits a quest for us there. A messenger at Kainua. Palace messenger, prestigious visitor. Well, I can't fucking go back whenever you want me to. Don't you know? Whoa! Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. It's young Drake. Loved you in Degrassi, sir. Okay. No use fucking about here. Alright, man, what can you do? You can turn and do a Spirit Shift Stelgare? Sure. Do the thing.
That shot.
It's injured. Guess that's fine. Cat flurry attack. I take it he's been turned into a cat, although I can't really see what's going on. I think he's in there somewhere. There he is. That's our guy.
Good shot.
Hey, there's another one. I think that's a bigger one, too. Awesome. I think it's time we stepped it up a couple of notches. Yeah, they keep coming. And he's a big boy. Alright. We gotta step out the way. I think we killed one. Alright, those two are stuck there. Hopefully they'll just focus on him. Good. He's dead. We did fine. You do your thing. Oh, I can charm him. I forgot about that. I can do that as a beast. Do the kitty claws. Yeah, boy.
Hey.
Holy shit, what happened? Did his cat claws do that? That was sick. Oops. Oh, it's gone. I can't even see it anymore. I guess we'll check it out later.
That's not very helpful.
Look how long he stayed down for. That could have been Eater or Foxy, but maybe not. Oh, he's not even transformed anymore. Okay. Where's my heal? Yeah, I don't like that. Look how dramatic his knockdown is. 13 pierce damage. That's okay. I need to get you a new weapon.
That's not.
For Aethys!
For Aethys. What a queen you are. But we got what we needed. I guess.
Of course.
Hey, look, another.
Can't get a good.
I like it when he attacks Wolfie, because Wolfie can't get any permanent ailments. Even like between rests, he just passes out and then he comes back later. Man, dogs in games are the best. Now what? These guys are nothing.
Hey.
That's a big cave. I'm sure the ultimate badass is inside. What is going on here? This is a crazy cool location. This is like, they copied it in Skyrim, but it's, hey, where the fuck did you come from? I think it's a real place in Wyoming or Montana that have these kind of colorful heat pools. What is that?
Leave it.
Dead on.
Leave it to me.
Mac, what happened? Did you get knocked down?
All right, then.
Am I really in combat? Didn't think so. Tunnel burrows into the depths as far as the eye can see. The crystal waters are perfectly transparent. Nice. That does good damage.
course.
I never did equip you like I promised I would. Let's see, a couple options here. Really feeling that one. I'll give you that gun. Yeah, we can do better than that. That's not necessarily better. That's okay. Yeah, I'll go with that. You can wear Eater's armor. Oh, look at you, tough guy. You're adorable, man. Totally adorable. I don't think any of these actually do anything. Yeah. There's a few helmets that are useful, but not many. No idea why you had that particular setup equipped, sir, but okay. Let's switch his weapon up. I don't think Eater was maximizing his damage output because they keep switching weapon sets, and I'm not doing that. I'm not really sure what's causing it. Because I have like no AI turned on. It's all me, for the most part. Where the fuck were you guys hiding, huh? That one little piece of black that I couldn't see. There's actually enemies in it. Unbelievable.
How may I?
Dead on.
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
What do? There you are.
Get a good shot with this.
Of course.
Okay. So we can now freely go into whatever we want. Let's explore here first. Check out the cave soon enough.
Hey.
I found more.
Yes.
But hey, we got them blocked off exactly the way we need them to be.
Can't get a good shot with this.
The Varu beyond.
Good job, squad. That's fun. Looking for anything that will only hurt enemies. Summons flurry of thin bolts of lightning, hitting enemies in the area of effect with shock damage. Great.
Yeah?
Cool. One miss, one graze, 5 hit. That's fine. I mean, it's a level 1 spell. Who cares? Spam that shit.
Hey.
Lavaru beyond.
Check all his shit. Nice. Blinded him for 8 seconds. 26 seconds. Awesome.
Can't get a good shot with
Barathus!
They are hot thoughts, Trey. But yes. The shower. Tell me about it. Tell me everything.
Of course.
Thanks always for the lurks, man. Hope the streams are good. Okay, can we finally go in? Where the fuck did you come from?
That's not very helpful.
So he's proning them, like, right away. Yeah, Wolfie and Eater are both down right away.
Hey.
You run away from me, dick.
I'm blinder than.
That almost.
Take him down.
Settle.
Man, Eater got it bad, huh? He didn't really hit with a lot of damage in that exchange with his new weapon. I don't like it. I think I'm going to switch to the club. Yeah. Especially considering how often we've been proning enemies. Might be good. It's kind of stupid looking though. Yes, I probably would
Hey.
hang out with you, pal. Alright, let's cave it up. Ooh, lava. That's always exciting. Find the token of Magron. I found the cave behind the falls. It's sweltering here, but Fergus was certain I'd find a sign of her goddess here. She was also certain I'd find something incredibly dangerous. I should be cautious. Well, it looks awfully dangerous. It's like a nightmarish hellscape here, dude.
If
Not
my
ideal.
fur catches on fire, roll me like a log on the ground. That works about 80% of the time.
Well, that's a good find already. Wow. Um...
Settle.
I need you to raise up some skeletons, yo.
Settle.
I always forget they explode. Eater is gonna need a heal pretty soon, man.
Yes? Hey.
Yes, indeed.
Hey.
Nice. Now I'm feeling like we should take the camp because we found a free one in here. Let's take the camp. Get our spells back before we fight whatever it is we gotta fight in here. Rippling waves of heat rise. Okay, we've got it blocked off pretty good here. What do you have with ice, man? Need some ice.
How may I?
You can throw one in there, why not? Oh, wrecked him.
You're not getting.
Varathus!
For Aethys.
Varathus!
Of course.
I'm here.
Good fights.
Sure.
Hey.
So is this just going to be a big boss arena here? This looks like we're just stepping into a huge stage. Oh no. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Holy shit. Hey. Kale the Silent. The Drake cocks its enormous head, looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind, glowing, burning, a spark. You, godlike thing, you come to take my spark, yes? What's the spark? The Drake coils its body protectively around something. Spark is an ember, warm, glowing, beautiful. Turns its head to look at you. Out of one slit pupil, one day I will become a burning thing, bright and terrible like my spark. I didn't come to take your spark. Liar! The Drake roars. Yeah, it's true. I did come to take your shit. Come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. It's all true. Okay. This is going to be a challenge. So we have a couple of young Drakes. We got one Zarup champion, rather. Got a couple of Fire Bros. Champion. Another one. Okay, so we're surrounded currently. That's bad. Charm enemy animals in the area of effect. Let's try that.
How may I help?
You fucking spam your thing. Okay, how are we doing? Injured, injured. Near death. He's barely injured. How's Drake doing? Let's focus on him. Hey. I'm not gonna do that right now.
Yeah?
What's going on here? Hopefully he's not gonna heal any of these bros. Kill this thing. Okay, you do this again, because I love it. Who are you? Wait, hold on. Eater, how'd you get back there, man? Seriously?
Good shot, please.
Time for you to do something awesome. Neat. Yeah, lightning bolts. She could finish the job, Eater. Anytime now. Are you down? Damn it. Idumac's down. That's never good. We have one more young Drake, and then just the big guy. So we're in good shape. Cool. So that slows him down nicely. Wow! Ouch. That was not ideal. Okay, so he took down Eater. That's extremely bad. Because I was gonna rely on him to get knockdowns with Idumac down. So we're kinda in a bad spot here. I should separate the squad.
I'm here.
Jesus. Is there a summon I can use? I haven't used one in a while. No, I think she had all her summons. Damn it. Oh well. It's fine.
Almost!
I like the column gimmick. I can do whatever I want with him now. Including miss. Oh, great! I didn't know that bounced. Awesome. Turns out that bounces.
Need some? Curses!
Come on, dude. You can do better than that. I think we've won this fight. I think we're all set.
Curses! Blinded by the poor pox back!
Yeah, that didn't really do much, did it?
Yes?
At least I get to use new stuff. That did nothing. Misses. Awesome. He's near death, though, so we got the win. Accomplished what we had to do.
After him, Itumak.
Itumak? He's not doing shit.
Curses! Catman's down! No surprise there.
After him, Itumak.
He gets up again? Nice.
Yeah?
Can't get
That man's down. No, curses.
Almost!
My bow's ready. Got an arrow for this one.
Alright. Took a little while, but we got the V.
Ready, Watcher.
Now he's dead. Burning stone. A bright orange light blazes from the center of the stone. It radiates intense heat, yet it doesn't burn your hands as you hold it.
I'm here.
On the ground where the dragon has curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange, and it is cool to the touch when you reach to retrieve it. Durance catches a glimpse of it, and his eyes bulge out of their sockets. He scowls, his mouth puckered, as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. A horror's cruel jest. The bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. What do you mean? The stone you carry. This is part of the bomb that destroyed Aethys. Holy shit. You seem angry. For the first time, Durance seems to become aware of his demeanor. As quickly as it had flared, it seems to recede, until you start to question whether he had been angry at all. No, I was not angry, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems, that will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. Tell me about the Godhammer. Ask me on the road, Watcher. I'm in no mood for it in this whore's bitter perfume still clogging my senses. What's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the Citadel. The Strake must have carried it quite a distance, or Magrin merely put it here herself. Is it worth anything? Ah! Ask Aethys. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been, but the market soon became flooded with pieces of the Godhammer. Most of them no more than the trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry and counterfeit. Let's bring it to Firga. He scowls once more at the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else.
Hey,
Cool.
Light, flame, and sound. Look at yourselves.
Shimmering cloak. Nice. What kind of cloak do you have currently? Eh. Is it actually shimmer? It is pretty shimmery. Yeah, that shimmers quite a bit. Give you the benefit of the doubt. I can appreciate a shimmer.
all right then.
So much for our mighty.
Ow! Sorry, Sagani. That hurt. Got the druid. You liking him? He's okay. We just started using him. I like having a new set of spells. How you doing, Velast, by the way? But yeah, he's okay.
Understood.
Hey,
Kind of an embarrassment of riches. I wanted a lot of characters, and I have them. I like having another spellcaster. It's always good.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You knew she wouldn't last long? Well, I mean, seems that she is part of a rotating group of 6 members. My main 5 is pretty main. I do kind of want to get rid of Durance, but whatever. He is pretty useful in a fight. What can I say? Okay, we did that. How's its DPS? I haven't really checked in a while. I don't think we've leveled up since the last time you looked, but he's doing just fine. Do I want to take this back to her? I kind of do. Yeah, let's take it back to her. Yeah, I stopped doing the endless paths about halfway through them. I'll probably go back, but let's see. The Nautilus overground. Let's see. Explorers near Glanfath discovered an ivory horn of disputed provenance. Many Glanfath is believed to have stolen from an Ingwithern ruins, but the explorers claim it was dropped by an early Dwarven expedition. Explorers are waiting for Derwooden arbitration in Aina's Rest when thieves attack the group. Killed several members and stole the horn. Its current whereabouts are suspected to be somewhere along the Iron River. Cool. These don't really seem to matter. I'll just use you. Because you're my fave. How deep? I got to... I started seeing vampires. I think that was level 7 or 8. I could be wrong. But the ones at the end of that level wanted me to do something, and I couldn't really figure out what it is they wanted. They seemed to want me to kill everybody, which I did. But after that, they were like, go kill people. It's like, I don't know what to do. Okay. Guess we're in good shape. Where do I need to be? It's not here. No, I think I need to go to the,
You must gather your party before
First fires.
venturing forth.
Did you kill the vampire on the hand? No. I think he's the one that gave us the kind of sort of quest, although it's not listed as a quest or task in my, my shit. I don't think. It could be under the, Yeah, I think that's who we were. I think. I'm not totally sure. Lots of things happen very quickly. Every level is its own kind of story and thing to follow. For instance, the ogres. Oops. Speed it up, guys. Okay, hopefully the shit doesn't hit the fan when we give her this thing.
Well met, friend.
Present the stone. I journeyed to Searing Falls myself. This is what I found. She takes the stone. By the flame, do you know what this is? It's a fragment of the Godhammer bomb, yeah. Yes, she turns it in her hands. The very weapon that Magrin herself helped us to defeat Waidwen in the Saints' War. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing at the bright glow. It's weird seeing it right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories. Never seemed real. Ow, Mac, don't scratch me. Mainline the endless paths without learning Gwithin. The encounter was very bizarre. The encounter was bizarre, huh? Hey, Mac. It is cool lore, though. Ancient vampires in my basement? Better call Orkin. Why don't I feel any differently? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers. Oh, come on. Is this about the endless pursuit of whatever? You hold part of a weapon designed by a god. The very existence of such a thing should fill you with awe. Magrin is the goddess of trials, and yet you sent me out to pursue the vision she gave to you. You proved yourself faithless. Ooh. She trusted the Godhammer to her followers. Perhaps she's trusting them again to end the legacy. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to go with 3 just for fun. Transformation through trial. She turns the stone in her hands. And it isn't an easy answer, but I expect no less from my goddess. Shitload of experience. This woman hasn't been tried at all. With that we were alone, I would take it upon myself to instill real transformation. Hey! Easy, Durance. Oops. Shit. As she looks at the statue, a flame springs from its raised hand. One of the things I have always loved about Magrin is her affinity for fire. How it grows and spreads. You feel the warmth from the fire rippling across the room. You give me what I need. I'll make sure to give the people of Defiance Bay the support they need. Now let me give you something you might need. She disappears, returning quickly. A weapon worthy of the goddess herself. Please accept it as thanks for your service to Magrin. Awesome. If you don't speak with them, they decide to rush you and spam mind controlling your people. It's probably the hardest fight in the game, and the best. Oh, shit. I'm glad I ran away like a coward. Well, I guess we got a thing, right? Unforgiven. God, these names. Wait. No. This makes no sense. I have forgiveness and unforgiven? Wow, cool. It's a one-handed flail. Pretty neat. 30% of grazes turn to hits. Plus accuracy, good damage. Really good attack speed. Good burn damage. Origin of this item is a point of contention among the followers of Aethys and Modica. The Othasians claim that their priests had it commissioned in the early aftermath of the Saints' War in hopes that it would coax their god back into the world to finish what he started. Wodikans, on the other hand, claim that the item is older than that, an instrument of retribution against Oathbreakers, originally employed by the Steel Garrote, an order of Odican paladins devoted to the enforcement of oaths and contracts, often in mirthless fashion. The flail itself is unique in that the spike ball at its end was fashioned out of an incense burner. When it sees vigorous use, the smell of incense blankets the area. Its reputation has led to a handful of notable deceptions, whereby people who defend their agreements were frightened into honoring them when the smell of incense was introduced into the negotiations room or bedchamber. Wow. Give him the old one, too. With one hand I bring forgiveness, with the other you are unforgiven. This is still the coolest thing I've ever read. I bring forgiveness. Boss. I guess I'll give this to you. I'm not really happy with this club. Yeah, that looks fucking awesome anyway. Although I have you manning swords, I believe. I should keep you with your sword, right? Not that sword. Where's the other sword? Where's the other sword? Oh, there it is. Boop, boop, boop. This thing, I believe, is mainly against spirits, but that's fine. Make up your fucking mind, you weirdo. I'm sorry, Eater looks really cool. The purple looks great on him. Glad I went purple. Explorers in Air Glanfath discovered an ivory horn of disputed... Vivian tracked the ivory horn's thieves all the way to Fork Vale. For a small skirmish, 2 thieves were dead. Rather than die for the horn, the remaining thief dropped it and fled. She recovered it and returned to the arbitrators in Ina's Rest. After a ruling in their favor, the remnants of the expedition gave Vivian the Nautilus of Orgramon, a wondrous enchanted shell from the Deadfire Archipelago. It's another summon. It's a Rain Blight. Cool. Oops. These things are neat. Are we speaking to Durance, or is he driving me up? Yeah, we spoke to him once this stream already. The answer is both. Where'd that thing go? I don't remember getting that. Yeah, where'd that item we just get go? Is it in here already and I just missed it? Usually she has it. My pets. Where the fuck is my shit? So this polarizing figure, you either love him or hate him. He's like Kenny from Walking Dead. The fuck is it? Am I just blind? It's got to be here somewhere. I don't see it anywhere. Where's that new thing? It was a new summon. I wanted to use that. Should be in Game of Thrones. He's kind of fucked up, but he's too fucked up. I think he'd be perfect in Game of Thrones. I think you're dead on. Okay, I'm pissed. Where's my thing? Shit, man. I just picked up that new item. It should be in my inventory, right? It's not back at Caed Nua, is it? I don't have to go back for it, do I? I hope not. Oh, maybe Vivienne has it.
Hey.
That could be a thing. In any event.
You must.
Once again, we did what we had to do. Am I into Fire Emblem? Never played a Fire Emblem game. Nope. Don't know too much about it other than Fire Emblem characters are all over the place in Smash. That's pretty much what I know. Get on it. Isn't like the best game like a DS game or something? I could be wrong. I have no idea. I know very little about Fire Emblem. Okay. Once again, we're free to leave. I should take a nap. I'll do so at Copper Lane. Sure. People fight over the best Fire Emblem? Good. That means there's lots of good choices. It's not your typical JRPG, though, I don't think.
Before I knew it,
it's got to be a reason
Stelgar was on top of me, and I
separate
was
from the
face
rest.
down in the dirt.
Arrow to the throat. That stops him.
What? No! I was spirit shifted, and she was in heat.
Excuse me? You fucked that thing? Dude, are you just transforming and then, like, fucking things? That's weird. This shit again? Ugh. Getting sick of you guys, man. Get a fucking life. It's a tactical RPG back on the NES. I'm gonna prefer you be there just because it's easier. Bring it back. Can you leave Aloth alone, man?
Yeah?
I love when they explode. Very Fallout of you game.
Hey.
Arthur.
Are y'all done? Don't need any more of those.
Hey.
I kind of regret not picking another ranger. I would love to have 2 Itamex. Or, you know, another animal, of course.
Hail and well met.
Oh, give me your finest room. Sure. Don't know if you're here for Velasque, but I did get all of the White March DLC installed, and I have the missions on my quest.
And this gash
Questometer
here
already.
is from when I woke up with a wolf pack trying to eat me.
There. Mauled.
Oh yeah, look here. And here. Once the bull had me properly hooked on its horns, things got worse.
I like this guy. Should probably check out his dialogue pretty soon. But I don't feel like it. I could go right to the village. I don't think I have any other place to go right now. Hold on. Before I travel. It's still working. understand these visitors. Last time I went back home,
Hey.
the visitor left. You know? I don't want to spend all my time traveling around, you know?
I know it looks old and crumbling, but the castle is recent compared
course.
to what lies beneath.
A return to court? No, I
Cadmua is
fucking
a
did
newly
that.
grown sore sitting atop ancient bones.
You're gonna make me do this shit again? I paid the guy money. I hope he's not insulted that I gave him money. Although he is pathetic and beneath me. And I spit on his face. Face of his father's. Hi. Pardon the intrusion, milady. Chancellor Warren urgently requests you meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Alright. Yeah, I know him. Is it about Cade New again? I don't know. Apologies. Why isn't he meeting me at the palace? Perhaps a chance to meet you in an official capacity. Happens all the time. Does he fancy me? I know who he is. Goodbye. See you later. People are starting to notice your hard work. I dare say we'll have more visitors shortly. I'm glad you decided to stay on, my lady. It's been difficult watching this place tumble into decay time and time again. To see it restored is... I can imagine the great crowds, the petitioners, music, perhaps in the evenings? I've gotten carried away, haven't I? Oh, now I really want to bring this place back to prominence just for her, because she likes it. I'm going to do all I can for you. Oh man, they make me travel a lot in this game. Good thing the travel isn't like it was in Fallout, because holy shit. Random encounters in this game? No thanks.
I know it looks old and crumbling, but the castle is recent compared to what lies beneath. Cadnua is a newly grown sore sitting atop ancient bones. Yeah?
Got anything new for us?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Tell me about the region and its history. Think there's any tie between the Hollowborn and the Godhammer?
Aethys was the god of rebirth, and his light does not fall on the Deerwood. I've heard some claim it's his doing, his death. It's closed the halls to new souls. I doubt it. The Hollowborn have their roots in the acts of men, women. I feel it.
Do you know anything of the Deerwood and the surrounding nations? Deerwood's the best of them. Still has spirit, if a land can have one. It's a place where a man can walk freely, even make new roads, and that's a rare thing in this world. Its generations, however, are damned. No new footfalls may spell an end to it. The Hollowborn? Yes. Aethys' last stab at revenge after he was ended. Aethys was god of rebirth, and his light does not fall in the Deerwood. I've heard some claim it's his doing. His death that's closed the halls to new souls. That could be. I don't believe it. The problem is closer than that, and as always, it involves women and men, and they are always circling, within and without. The Valiant Republics, Raid Saris, the Saints' War, one big bladed spiral, shredding everything around it. How do you feel about the Republics? Fortune seekers garbed in robes of office, manipulators, traitors. Oh man, watch your tongue, priest. You're a priest too, idiot. I'm from the Republic. Is that a problem, Durance? Couldn't stand to remain? Don't blame you. He glares at you with a half smile. You look more troubled than most. Any country so obsessed with style might as well be wearing scars over their eyes. Do you think the Republics mean the Deerwood harm? The Deerwood had best be vigilant, or they'll turn into slaves as soon as ink dries on the trade treaty. The Deerwood and all its internal riches are too tempting, especially if someone else teams the country and the face painters for them. That's racist. I know that's racist. I was going to say it's Glenfathans. Cluster around the ruins like flies. What about Raid Saris? His face flushes and a sheen of sweat forms on his brow. Too many adjectives to that so-called nation. Civil unrest, economic collapse, all tinder, just needing the right spark. Some farmer shows up, takes God into himself, and takes a crown on his head. This divine kingdom he tries to set up goes about as well as you'd expect. A trickle of sweat runs down the side of his cheek, sinks into his beard. Suddenly, the population of heretics goes up by about half and again, and Aethys starts turning his bloodstained gaze to every blasphemer he can find. Cleaning house is one way to put it. His face darkens. Purge is another. Put them and their god in their place, though, and with enough force to kill that damn country, too. Not a supporter of the country of Raid Saris? Aloth passes by casually. Surely you know where this is going by now. I sure do, Aloth. It's not a country, it's a gathering of cowards, Aeder puppets. They used to be an optimistic bunch, a bright bunch. He laughs at Bright as if a private joke was their undoing. Should have embraced their misery without letting a farmer lead them to a brighter ruin. Almost Aethys puppets too. Put an end to that. They dangled on his strings. Waidwen dangled on theirs. They would never have had any success on the battlefield had not their god come down. The Saints' War. Needed to call on their god to have a chance. Tell me about the Saints' War. Keep forgetting your feet are new to the Dyrwood. The Saints' War.
It wasn't a war. It was a god stepping past himself. The country of Raid Saris and all their heathens. They're paying for it now. Although by my count, the fire should have roared through their country with more force, catching all their souls. Truth, it wasn't even a war. It was a cautionary tale about pride. Specifically, Waidwen's pride. He should have stayed a farmer.
What happened? I know what happened. Was 15, 16 years ago, 2807. My memories are back with a younger me. I don't hold on to dates. I hold on to actions and causes. The war was an act of arrogance, born straight from Raid Saris' twitching legs, a man thinking himself, if more than a man. Want to kill someone? Tell him a god speaks through him. Then tell him he means him to lead, which puts him at the front of an army. And the army was as strong as you'd expect for Raid Saris, as sick as that country was to begin with. Yet a war was likely just what they needed. What's wrong with the country? Raid Saris has its share of troubles. It deserves all of them. It deserves Waidwen. He has the light that led to them to flame. Raid Saris was in decline. Aeder poison already eating its veins. Economic bleeding. The dying of their faith. He frowns. Then Waidwen, this farmer, claims to take up Aethys in the flesh. Gives him the worst kind of hope. What happened? They crown him. Taps his head, making a slight bow. When his face turns back to you, he's wearing a feral smile. They make him king, the worst kind of blasphemy. And once he wears the crown on his head and the god in his flesh, why, he starts making changes, divine changes. His eyes are ablaze. Then he decides who's going to change us, save us. How? He marches on the Dyrwood to free us from our beliefs, like he freed the other souls in Raid Saris. Cold Morn offers up its belly with no resistance, and it's spared. The bloodshed starts when he sacks Mercy Vale. A touch of irony, that puts it in flames. So much going on with this guy. I get like 10% of what he's saying. Cold Morn? Cowards, and Cold Morn is an apt name for them. They say still frozen while their fellows burned. They'll pay Margaret's price one day for such cowardice. What did Aethys do? Keeps marching. Dyrwood takes it to the trees, cutting at his flanks, his scouts, his troops. He seemed near hopeless. His face becomes grim, then he smiles, until Hal gets Citadel, the God Hammer. There we put him to the flame, burn the god out of him. There ever was one to begin with. Dozen brave men and women take to the bridge, make a stand, then we torched him there with the fire of the God Hammer. Region and history. Do you have whale's eyes painted on your skin? There's more mystery than questions. Even marching force of answers won't placate you. Even soldiers need to let their thoughts settle, just as their priests do.
Hey.
Well, we got a lot of them that time. Fun. I was hoping we could bypass the city this time around and just go to Dyrwood Village, but I guess not. Having a drink, Chancellor? Lady Star Platinum, what brings you to Brackenbury? Are you serious? Look around the room. You realize that the charred barrel has gone quiet and turn to see the last of the patrons quickly disappearing through the front door. A moment later, a group of armed men and women stride into the tavern. Motherfucker, we've been set up. Oh dear. Quickly ducks behind the table. Yeah. The woman leading the art group lowers her cowl with one hand while keeping the other on a pistol, tucked into her belt. You immediately recognize Gathman's captain. Now that the sheep have been herded from their pen, you and I can conduct our business, unfortunate as it may be. What do you fucking want? Oh, I think you know. Lord Gathman had ordered your death. She forces a frown. A shame, really. I admire your exploits, even if only half of them are true. Sadly, I have my orders. Gathman will lose. You should work for me. That's true. The man is swine, albeit noble, wealthy swine. Lip curls in feigned disgust. Were I to do it again, I doubt I'd have taken in with him. But what's done is done, and Lord Gathman is as ruthless as he is arrogant. He'll go to great lengths to avenge a betrayal. What could you offer to make me consider such a risk? A better life, working for an honorable lady? A lot less pain. Attack me and I'll make you suffer. That's probably something she would listen to. Ha! I've not survived this long by cowering. Eh, well, fuck it. We'll just kill her ass. Okie dokie. Lots going on here. Do the thing. We're not in a good spot, location-wise, though. There's only one thing to do. I'll just buff you guys since you want to be up front anyway. Ow! What was that? Oh, that was you. Nice. Okay, you need to disengage. Fuck out of here. You need to get in. Please continue disengaging.
Yes.
Where's Wolfie? Where'd you go? Come on, guys.
Mow it.
Whatever. These guys are pretty tough. Not too worried about it, but pretty tough. Oh, they have a priest. Interesting. We just dual columned. Fascinating.
Hey.
Nice. Appreciate if you guys could hurt some more. Gotta kill these priests too. Yeah, just do all that. That's good times. Let's do it again. Spam it. That's right. Nice. That move sticks around a while.
Hey.
They're getting heals again. Damn it.
Hey.
Can't get a good shot with this.
You're not.
Almost done.
Leave it to me!
Oh yeah, you love healing yourself, huh? Sure wish I could get some of that action. Good times. That was unexpected. It does make the strange reports I've received from the Grasp make more sense in context. What do you got? Earl Baidmar decided to keep an eye on Lord Gathman's activities. Gathman has been hiring a lot of men recently, but for what purpose we can't say. I'd advise you to take extra precautions at Caed Nua. He may be attempting to place spies or saboteurs within your walls. Be wary, Star Platinum. I don't think you've seen Lord Gathman's endgame yet. He swallows his ale. Okay. Well, hey, we won the fight. That's what matters.
Hey. All right, then.
I could take another nap if I wanted, but I don't. Don't believe I have any more tasks. I have to go back there? Come on, I don't want to go back there. Ugh. Can I do that later? Driving me crazy.
Of course.
Yeah, stream's not going to go on for too much longer. Of course, we had fun today. These little earlier streams are nice on my health, because I can enjoy my evenings once again. Not that I don't enjoy my evenings when I stream, but I just feel like I didn't really do much. So many shows to watch, after all.
I know it looks old and crumbling, but the castle is recent compared to what lies beneath. Caed Nua is a newly grown sore sitting atop
Speak to the mob in front of my great hall? Fucking A. Good thing I increased security just now. The hedge maze is fun. A pool? I like a pool. Let's get a pool. Hi, mob. How are you? There's lots of you. I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop him, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. Your boy got lucky. My guards, good men both, got put to the sword after they'd been surrendered. I paid those thugs what they wanted. They still took everything I had. There she is. Olin points at you. All eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gaze. Can I help you people with something? We don't need help. We just want you to leave us alone. We want justice. Go on. You sent your men to my farm to collect a crop tax, saying it was overdue. For me, it was a road toll. I've been traveling up and down this way for years. This was the first I've heard of such a thing. Other people in the crowd chime in with similar stories. Those weren't my men. If this happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. What makes you think it was me? They said they were acting on orders from Lady of Caed Nua. That's you. They weren't my men. Then who were they? They weren't no common bandit. This happens again. It's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops? I don't fucking care. It's not my problem. And my goods, and the families of my goods. Yeah, let's just give them money. Money's always good. Most generous of you, milady. They nod and smile, uttering thanks, and they distribute coin amongst themselves. Great. And we got 3 prestige out of that shit. Nice. Money buys prestige. Who knew? Marshal Forwin. Ah, angry mobs, the inevitable thorn in every ruler's side. Star Platinum? What brings you here? I have news about Lord Gathman. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall. Okay. Why don't you invite me into my own home? That sounds good. Marshal. We got some experience, and we got some more experience. I've received word that Lord Gathman is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Field. It appears a peaceful claim to Caed Nua is no longer possible, of course. The Earl has sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here as an advisory role only. Of course, the Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. Okay, so I literally have to build an army now. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored he'll suffer a series of misfortune, unfortunate, completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. Still, I'd not tarry long. Okay. Let's talk about my army. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Caed Nua. Hopefully people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathman's. Any hirelings stationed at Caed Nua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. However, most of these men and women have no military experience. Hopefully you can gain additional allies, the Knights of the Crucible perhaps, or the Dozens. Interesting. What's the status of my troops? 2 green and 2 few. If you go up against Lord Rathbun now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. You need to recruit veterans. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 coppers. Well, I'll think about that. What special allies do I have available? No one has offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights, the Dozens, or if I'm really desperate, House Dominal. No. That's all for now. Why won't the Earl officially legitimize my claim? It's a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Gathman's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more so than killing the man outright. With Gathman dead, the Earl only need worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for Lord Gathman. Those, if court gossip is to be believed, are few and far between. Losing a family claim to land and title, though, such disputes incite hatred from the entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst the other nobles. Wars are started for less. If Gathman is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl, and all others who would dispute your claims. This is what it means to be a noble in the Dyrwood. He's not fool enough to risk tearing down Caed Nua just to kill you. If you shield yourself behind these walls, I'll have to free reign to torment your subjects in the countryside. True. Okay, buddy.
Hey.
Well, now this explains why I need security. That sucks. Fucking bandits. My security should be good, though. I got tight-ass security. It's good shit.
Gores.
So I guess the guy's just gonna wait for me. That's fine. I can live with that. Indeed I can. So yeah, guys, I am gonna end my stream soon. I may come back and stream later, and if I do, those will be Celeste speedruns. Because I've been enjoying doing that.
Walls need some work before this place is secured. My husband could fix them right up.
Well, then fucking have him do it. Okay, I'm tired of having to pay out the ass for this shit. At least I'm gonna get a new pool. That's nice. Guess I should build a barracks soon. Alright, let's go to the damn village. State of your village, mate. Guess we'll do more security this time. With the barracks. Find someone in town who knows about the ruins. Finally reached Deerford Village. It's a sleepy little backwater, but there's got to be someone here familiar with the ruins. Hi, cowled people. Boar companion, how are you guys? Meredith. If an elf idles by the road watching the village across the river, he nods as you approach, and the cowled figure standing near him falls silent.
Gods keep you.
Greetings, friend. A slow smile forms the eyes you. I've heard of you. Word has it you've been busy in Defiance Bay. I'm busy too, and eager to finish my business and get back to the city. Say nothing. Strong and silent, eh? Just the kind of person I need to find her. Who? Haven't you heard? There's a murderer on the loose, said to have gone mad with grief and strangled a dozen healthy children when her own was hollowborn. Nods at the figures with him. You've come all the way from Defiance Bay to bring her to justice. So why are you... Yeah, she's here? She's hiding out in the village. We'd go after her ourselves, but the problem is she knows our faces. There's no telling what she'd do if she saw us coming. We'd like to avoid any further unnecessary bloodshed. Her name's Knifer. She's an Orlan. We want to get her out of town so that we can deal with her cleanly. She knows we're looking for her, but if someone were to convince her that it's safe to leave, ooh, I hope I can recruit her. If she's a mass murderer, why didn't the Dukes and the Crucible Knights after her? Powers that be want to keep things quiet for obvious reasons. Better not cause a fuss, and certainly better not to startle her into doing something drastic. I could draw her out. She won't know you. It'll be simple. A few questions. What'd she do? Responsible for the murder of all those babies in Defiance Bay, remember? Terrible thing.
Good day, stranger.
Okay, goodbye. New quest, as soon as we get to town. Always good. More guys, huh? I guess I can read your souls. Haven't done that in a long time. Hi, Vasily. You see a Zorb gurgle gently as it falls to the ground, the victim of a small blade to the throat. A tall man in dark armor wipes the blade clean on his cloak before padding onwards to the next guard. Another flash and the second Zorb is down, and the next, and the next. Finally a scout spots him, and he raises a shout. Between one step and another, the man smoothly deposits the knife in his boot and draws two longswords, decapitating the closest Zorb in the process. He makes no sound but the sleek whistle of his blades as they pass through monster after monster, before one lodges in the skull of one particularly hard-headed specimen. Unable to break it free, he discards the other sword and reaches for his spellbook. A cone of flames erupt from his hand, boiling the skin from three agonized Zorbs nearby and causing the remaining to scatter. The earth shakes and spikes of rock begin to pierce the surface as a nearby Zorb high priest attacks. A moment too late, as the bespelled man moves unnaturally quickly from ground to ground, attacking the remaining Zorbs with sword and spell. Sweat burns from his eyes as he conjures an enormous ball of fire, sending it screaming through the air towards the high priest and her remaining followers. Nothing but charred corpses remain. Falls to his knees panting, almost 80 Zorbs fallen around him. Just as he moves to get up, the ground begins to shake once more, twice, 3 times, huge footsteps. And then he dives back behind a rock spike, a returning volley of fire, singeing his coat. The Drake has noticed him. What a badass. Good story on you, mate.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Selby.
On the hunt.
Talk to Beodmar. No one trusts me with anything more than lighting candles. Hey, Beo.
Out with you. I already told you what... I'm sorry. I thought you were one of those ruffians.
Eater grunts in disgust. These times we
How
live in.
may I help you?
What happened to you?
I never saw their faces. Strange hooded men asking about those ruins. Cleoban Relag. Most of the brigands who come through here asking about the
I think that's
ruins
where Eater has to
are
go.
looking for a few ancient trinkets.
Hmm.
But these people knew the name, and they were in a hurry. They wanted to know where Cleoban Relag was. I tried to keep it from them, but I couldn't hold out forever. I don't know what they were up to, but it can't be good.
Aloth looks at you frowning. That does sound like the Leaden Key, doesn't it? It does. Is there something else I can help you with? Where are the ruins?
The Lonfathan tribe that guards the ruins will kill anyone who trespasses there. And they'll retaliate against us, too, if history is any indication. We've had too many fortune seekers stir up trouble of late.
I'm to tell you, I'll need to know your reason for wanting to go.
Idle curiosity, of course. Folds his arms and stares at you with one eye and scowl. So this is Heravius. So this is where I say, go into the ruins and I'll kill you, and that's when you say, Heravius, I'm a watcher, and you're no match for all of us, and we've got a good reason for this, and then I give up trying to argue with you and leave you to dig your own trespasser's grave. And I'm only being half metaphoric. We sometimes make dear Woodens dig your own grave before we kill you. When the kids hear about it's a fabulous turn. A dangerous plot is unfolding here. I've got to stop it.
If that's the case,
yeah,
then we may already have trouble headed our way. I'll have to take you at your word. You'll find Cleoban Relog here. Whatever trouble you find there, please end it quietly and try to stay out of the ruins.
That's not going to happen. This is the Temple of Barath. What can you tell me about Barath? Barath is the most universal of all the gods. It oversees portals and cycles of all kinds, even life and death. Under Barath, an ending is merely a passage to another beginning. Barath has many representations across time and across cultures. Around the Dyrwood, you will commonly see it depicted as the Pallid Knight or the Usher. The Glenfathans, however, know it as Benwyn, Bunin, Aku, and Inku Ibiwin. Okay. Tell me about the Pallid Knight. She's one of the youngest manifestations of Barath, but a familiar one nonetheless. Stories describe her as a gaunt knight in black armor with black eyes, black hair, and milk-pale skin. She demands an impossible toll from travelers who have tarried too long on her Lord's road. Some challenge her only to slay themselves in the process. Who's the Usher? Kith have written stories, songs, and poems about the Usher for centuries. Sometimes he's folk, sometimes dwarf, and sometimes merely, a walking skeleton. He never speaks, but he guides the way to death and the next life. He also creates the circumstances for the wayward to stumble into their own graves. Wow. Never heard of that thing. It means life and death and life, respectively. You see them as two skeletal figures, one male and one female. Explorers have found them carved opposite one another in doorways, but I know of no particular legends that speak of them. Thanks for the info. Tell me about Deerford. Folk here tend to keep to themselves, as they do in most towns this deep in the Dyrwood. They're suspicious of travelers, but with all brigands and refugees moving through the area, who can blame them? Bye.
Nice and slow.
Well, we learned a lot, didn't we? More stuff. I guess we'll leave going into town as the next thing we'll do on the next stream. Yeah. Cool. All right. Good times. Everyone, thanks for that was scary. Thanks for joining me this evening. May come back later on for more streams. We'll see. It'll be third stream of the day. That'll be a rare sight. If I do, that'll be Celeste speedruns, which I've been playing a lot of off stream. I'm kind of okay at it. I'm under an hour. I'm trying to get under 55 minutes. I'm only a few seconds off from getting that done. Let's see who's streaming right now. People are live. Suga's live. Who else is live? Lots of people live. Yeah, just hosted too. Cool. Alright guys, see you on the other side. Once again, have a good night. Goodbye.